بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Jazakumullah khairan for waiting. Insha'Allah ta'ala, it's that day, it's that night before the booking day. Finally, it's coming very close, and I can feel from a lot of the pilgrims and the brothers and sisters a little bit of anxiousness, and this is absolutely normal. But I request to all of you, we all request that so far, alhamdulillah, you've been through a journey where you're learning about the nusuk system, you're studying, you're watching videos, and I just want to say to everyone from all of our team, it's really important, brothers and sisters, that you have in your mind that I am going to do my best. I have done my best, and I'm going to continue to do my best. And I'm going to put my trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For whatever resource that we've given you, whatever resources that you have also utilized, and I've said this before and I'll repeat again, whatever you do, ultimately, yes, there is tying the camel and doing what you can, but I want to reiterate and remind you that over the last 3 years, people have booked with no knowledge, of anything. They've been able to go in. If you have the perseverance on the day, right, and you say Bismillah and you start and you've topped up, of course, that's something that you have to do. But some people are doing overthinking things and looking at all these technical things, and then there are people who didn't know anything about these technical things. We have some brothers who are tech savvy, who are even programmers who do things, try to get through, and subhanallah, if it's not in your tawfiq, then you cannot go through. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. Today we're going to do a reminder session and just give a quick plan of tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. We thank you for joining on Saturday evening. We appreciate, but today is the day to prep for tomorrow, and inshallah ta'ala, we're going to go run through a few important things, and we're going to open up Q&A as well. Please bear with us today. There's a lot to get through, but we'll go through swiftly because you should be very well versed and very familiarized with the system. Ultimately, sometimes when you give too much help, what happens is somebody sits and expects that to be served to the person. And so, really, you have to familiarize yourself with the site, and I'm sure you have. Sometimes you can notice even today, because tomorrow is a booking day, all around the world, people are practicing or going on the site. It's a bit laggy, or people are getting chucked out and things like that. So that is expected. So we'll talk about that shortly. If you need to, you can take a screenshot, inshallah ta'ala, of anything here and that you feel is important that we have put. Now, there are lots of things that we can put, but the whole point of this session is to give you an indication of that there will be challenges, there will be issues, and also there will be no issues for others. It's just, that's how it is, right? And before anything else, as I said to you, you take the means as we are doing, but you trust the outcome, right? We remind ourselves again and again that success is not always in the speed or nor in the technology or the packages, but in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's taqdir and qadr. يعني يقدر. If إذا قدر Allah, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees, then it will happen. Okay? And inshallah, if we have sincere intention and the correct effort bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, then inshallah we will be successful. And we accept Allah's decree at all points, at all situations. So we take the means responsibly, and we prepare wisely, and Inshallah, tomorrow we enter the booking day. Tonight, we begin. If he's talking the Islamic calendar, the night has begun of the next day. So, with calm hearts and sound yaqeen and faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being positive, right? And putting our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses us with, and Allah opens for us, it is all from Allah. It is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever He withholds is from His rahmah and mercy. Okay, and in both of these, there is goodness. Both of these, there's goodness. Brothers and sisters, we're going to now quickly run through a few things. First and foremost, I would like you to pay attention. Bismillahi nabda. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's tawfiq. First and foremost, there are certain things that you've already done or doing right now, but it should be more or less completed. Number one, your e-wallet and payment preparation should be done. If not, if you're leaving it till tomorrow, it may be difficult. It might be too very busy on the servers. But there are people who have done it before. I'm not discounting it fully. Last year, at some point, I think it was after the first phase, the top-ups stopped. I think the system, they didn't allow top-ups anymore. So we assume that tomorrow is the first phase, and even I know Muhammad Yusuf and others have mentioned yesterday, and others have mentioned as well, that there will be a second, until it's finished. It's not finished, literally until they officially say, but we have to be ready for the only one phase, and that's tomorrow. Every year it's changing, and it's always been a bit of a shock every year. So anything can happen. We have to be prepared. So may Allah make it easy. Most expensive, so top up your sufficient funds, and most expensive of your preferred packages. By now you should have finalized. Today we've been on the phone majority of the day. Some people have sort of jigged and thought of what package they want. Like ultimately you want to secure your package. And the reality is there's more demand in packages or in certain packages over others. And there's more people who want to book for Hajj than there are the amount of spaces. So every single package will sell. It's about being smart and strategic. Okay, be aware of this. And the most expensive of your preferred packages, to that amount, you should fill it up. Say, for example, without needing, I don't need to actually give an example. I think you all understand this. Add 500 to 1,000 riyals, even 1,500 riyals to per person on top if possible. But it just depends. We discussed earlier. If it is a group flight, even with the group flights, if there are less group flights, you may need to look at custom flights with the group flight. Search custom flight on a group flight package, just in case the group flight finishes, because that package has a high capacity. Yeah, so looking at your tables, you'll find that it has high capacity. Okay, when you got to the end, I'm going to talk about the errors that can happen. The flights have finished, right, on that package. What do? You research the flights on that package. So and that will be, and then you can book that package. Okay. So accordingly, you top up. And so usually group flights are more expensive usually than the custom flights, but it depends on the time you're flying. If you're flying late into Hajj, just before Hajj, or and leaving just after Hajj, that's the most premium, most expensive time. And you've already probably, those who are searching that have realized. Okay, so you need to top up accordingly. So it might be for you 3,000 riyals per person or 2,000 riyals. Remember, never ever request refunds before the sales period ends. You want to give yourself a chance. Some people get very overwhelmed and they start refunding. Number two, finalize your package preferences. Prepare 4 to 5 options. I would say 5. Include packages you can afford, of course, and suit your needs. Look at those needs, especially dates. We said this last session and all the time. I'm sure that makes sense for you. But I want to reiterate, some people are calling now and say, even today, and saying, I'd like this and that, very, very specific needs. Brothers and sisters, in Hajj now, the specific needs will be difficult to find because uh, first and foremost, in terms of having everything in a package is difficult because there has to be a variation of packages on Nusuk, and there has to be a certain requirements and certain what we call um, certain ways in which they're organized and they're structured. It has to be shown on Nusuk as per the Nusuk team and the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, and service providers have been trying their best to fit accordingly. So if there's something really nice, just expect that to be very, very, very high in demand. You can check by looking at the preferred hearts. Okay. I'm not saying you can't try for that. You can, but it is likely that it will go because you will be, not everyone will enter the website at the same time. We're going to show you shortly what that means. So be ready to compromise. Very important. Prefer packages that already include flights. If you really like a package and you want to try for it, there are through the tables, you'll see some packages that have less configuration, under configured. Okay. Or even if they're over configured, they have a high capacity, and that if it's double, it's still okay, right? If it's double the number, even triple the number, right? There is a good chance still. But anything more than that, if it's 400, 500%, you should have something else preferred. It's again, it's your risk you're taking, but you should have another one as your second one. Okay, moving on. Preferred package. Also, in terms of luxury and zone A, like this one, Elite Plus, you can see automatically it's very um, we should, apologies. So I wanted to go to the next slide, sorry. Okay, the third thing is direct links, okay, and bookmarks of configurations, okay? So that's something um that you can look into. Um and sorry, in terms of direct links and bookmarks of configurations, what you would want to do is all of you have looked at packages. What you want to do is then when you've finalized them, one, two, three, four, five, I would put it onto a Word document, notepad, or even some people will have already, I've mentioned in the last webinars, for example, browser bookmarks and things like that. And remember, arrange direct configuration links in priority or the order that you want it. Okay. In fact, perhaps open tabs of each of the packages, okay, in your browser. Okay. And then you work your way with each one. You just refresh, go to the when you've logged in, and it will straight away open up. If you've logged in, then it will straight away show. So this is very important. Um, Now, for some people, this might be very complicated, right? Don't worry, brothers and sisters who are worrying and saying, I have to learn too much, it's too much information. Brothers and sisters, I have personally, and Muhtadi could, and all of the team could say that I could say personally, some people are talking about, for example, even though the standard will give the standard advice, even for those who are, say, not so advanced, please remember that even with your mobile, people booked with their mobiles, people booked with different devices. Okay. And that's why you're going to ensure that you try your best, inshallah ta'ala. The main thing is to practice. You're going to try your best and you want to be familiar with every stage. Okay, every stage meaning every part of building that package, whether it's choosing Mu'aisim and or Majra al-Kabsh or another, what we call another stage. Okay, so you've got the Mina camps, you've got the room category. You press plus plus. Okay, if there's two of you on each room. Okay, some packages will allow you to do, for example, double room if it's a shifting one in Medina, Mecca, in both places. Some of them will not allow you in Azizia because it's only quad day. But you need to practice. You need to, and you should have practiced by now. Now it's like khalas, yani you should have practiced and you should be already configured. But this is again for repetition for those brothers and sisters who joined today. Flights, again, you should have a certain 3 or 4 flights in case your group flight's not available, or for those people who are going for custom in the beginning, have other options, not the ones that you've configured, in case you're not able to. Please be aware, it doesn't mean that you cannot book custom flights and group flights is the only available one. Group flights, service providers have invested into those group flights, and yes, we as guides should be supporting, and we should support a group flight because the whole essence of it is that you go together in Hajj, inshallah ta'ala. But some people might have specific needs, and therefore they can book also the custom flights. In terms of transportation, that's as standard. Most of it we saw yesterday. Make sure at least one package is fully configured, brothers and sisters, tonight, right? And already in your cart. Be familiar with every page, as I said, until the payment screen. Now, you may have to go back, and that's where we come in today, the critical advice here. Sometimes, if an error comes, what do? First of all, on the actual browser, you don't press back. On the actual bottom of the page, there's a back and forward. You click on those, and we'll show you in a moment, inshallah. So these are the different sort of stages. We said camps, rooming configuration, additional services, adahi, etc., and flights, and then transportation and view configured package. You might go to the end and click. I haven't got the click button here to purchase, but later on I'll show you. But the point is, if an error shows up, you can just go, there'll be a button at the bottom here. Let me show you here. If you go, I don't have it open because I'm actually a tour guide, so I can't see those buttons. So if you go to the bottom left around here, underneath here, there will be a left and a right. Okay. So you go back there rather than clicking on the browser. Okay. So you just go back to the previous stage of transportation. If for example, and flights. So you can straight away change your flights and change it without having to start from the beginning, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. On top of that, in terms of what to expect, what to expect on the day of booking. Okay. On this note, brother Muhtadi can jump in as well, and the team. It's look, people are giving different advices, right? Ultimately, in a very clear manner, I'd like Muhtadi to show us, right? And this is very key. So please, everyone's thinking, what time do I go in? So I'd like you to just listen to Muhtadi for a moment, if that's okay.
Yes, assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you for joining. Can you see my screen now on the dashboard?
No, it's because I'm sharing. So if you just,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Please pay attention, everyone.
so on your browser, whether it's Google, Safari, Internet, Firefox, you have multiple tabs, or you can have multiple actual browsers. You want to come to this home page where you actually enter your email and password, and have this open from about an hour beforehand. So about 1 hour beforehand. So tomorrow, 12 p.m. is the sale in United Kingdom. So about 11 a.m. at least, you should have this page open on potentially 1 or 2 different screens or browsers or devices. But you don't log in at that time because we know that the session on Nusuk is about 60 minutes. And after that, it will chuck you out, or it will finish your session and you will have to log back in. So going in early all that effort will be wasted if you sign in at that time. So you keep it on this page on multiple ones, and then you open a second tab, for example, and then you log in, say about half an hour beforehand, so about 11:30. So that gives you a good half an hour in the website, and it gives you another half an hour to complete your booking once the sales goes live, which should be good enough time. You can just alternate between my profile every few minutes and then my packages, make sure everything's okay. Um, Without too many clicks, but just don't keep it idle for too long, otherwise you will be automatically logged out. So just go through the website from time to time, check your wallet, maybe every 3 minutes or so, just move page, um, and then go back to your dashboard and stay logged in. What will happen is whatever package you have in your basket now, I don't have, I had one before, but it was removed. But when you have a package in your basket, there'll be a small green button and you will immediately check out. So I'll just add it to my basket now to show you um, quickly. So this is for demo purposes. It's not really, doesn't matter which package. Notice how I've kind of memorized where the buttons are. I know exactly where to go to. At the top here, you can see it's loading. On this particular page, after extras, it does take a bit longer. So just wait. Sometimes you'll be thinking, do I need to click it again? But no, you wait. It's doing it. If you're doing the group flights, you easily select it. If you're doing the custom flights, you acknowledge and select your flight, meaning you go and select the flights that you require. But let's go to the review page quickly. Remember, package transportation for everyone will always be the second tab, and it will auto select. If it's not ticked, you make sure it's ticked, and you go to next. And the review page. Okay, so once I've added to my basket, you can see this has gone green on the top, so it's there now. We suspect it will have either flashing or something that it did on previous years. And from here, you can straight away book now or check out when it goes live. I just wanted to show because I didn't have anything in my basket a while ago. So when you're on your dashboard, so just to remind people, this is how you save it. There was a brother or sister who asked on the chat about the cancellation policy. Um, Please see this bit, a full refund within 72 hours if it's a group flight. And if it's a custom flight, there will be some charges. So, but really and truly, you shouldn't be booking unless you're sure that you're going. That's the honest truth because many people are looking to go. So please let others have a chance if you're still unsure, or if there's an emergency and you need to cancel, that's a different matter. Um, so everyone should be saving their configuration and practicing and having that ready beforehand. So as I mentioned, you will have one browser, a separate tab, different internet browser or a different device. You have it ready on the home page from at least 11 a.m. You log in from about half 11. This is UK time, and then you just move back and forth from your pages in terms of the profile or My Family or Wallet. But you want to be at exactly 12 o'clock midday or 3 p.m. Mecca time. You want to click on your basket, and this is what we mean by basket, the shopping trolley. And you're going to click whatever package you have. You click on this green button. It may even change and say checkout or buy now. We may still say configure package. You
It will
click on
say
that.
checkout, inshallah.
It will
Checkout.
say check. Okay, it will say checkout. Yeah, as they mentioned, it will say checkout. And you click on that, and it will bring you to to this page. Remember, previous years it would go straight to the review page. When you click checkout, if it does come to here, you need to select the transportation again. Just quickly, it's just literally 2 seconds, and click next. And remember, this last page takes a bit longer, so don't click on it 3, 4 times. Wait, because it's doing what it needs to do. And you come to the review page, and this button should then be checkout, or there'll be a new button, or this button will change, one of the two. I'm not sure exactly, but there will be a checkout button here. And when it checks out, you'll have sort of like grayed out or shadow box that comes up with the Nusuk logo showing that it's booking, you review, you wait, and you'll notice at the top on your website it's doing a loading icon. It will take a few minutes sometimes 3, 4 minutes, sometimes even 10 minutes. And once it's completed, it will bring you to your dashboard. It may even log you out. Okay, it has done that on pre. It may even log you out, or it should bring you to the dashboard. And when it comes to dashboard, it should show your my package as confirmed, and also it should deduct the money in your wallet. So you should have less money, or the money that was in there should be the money that you paid will be deducted from whatever was in your wallet. And immediately you can click on my package. And when you come to my package, in the top section here, you will have your my package and it will say booking successful or booking under processing or paid, different terminology, and that should confirm that your booking has happened. And at the same time, Nusuk will email you, and the email may come a little delayed, but it will come to your email. Check your junk, and you'll get confirmation or congratulations email from Nusuk with your invoice number and a PDF and your package details. Also, under my itinerary afterwards, it should work. At the moment, when you click on my itinerary, it goes to a different page, but we suspect it will be working properly once it's live and your booking is confirmed. So under my packages, you'll have it. Again, under dashboard, you will see the package that you have purchased, which should be here, and your wallet should be deducted, and it may even log you out. Now, if it logs you out, what do? You quickly log back in because you want to log back in and see what is the status on my dashboard. Is the money still there? What's showing under my package? And has the email come to my inbox? These are the things that you want to look out for. So that's more or less what will happen, inshallah, tomorrow at the time of completing your purchase. Do be very careful about pressing back or refresh during the booking stage because when it's actually checking out, especially on the custom flight, sorry, the group flight will be a bit quicker because the ticket is not actually issuing itself at that moment. It's going to just secure that space, and the service provider will be issuing the ticket a few weeks later because they've already pre-purchased that. The custom flight will have a bit longer. There will be maybe a pop-up box saying we are under process or confirming your ticket. You may even have a pop-up box saying you have 5 minutes to complete your session. So you make sure you don't take too long in completing your purchase. So the moment you select your custom flight till the moment you do checkout shouldn't be more than 5 minutes, and then you'll be fine. So that's that. Maybe you want to continue your slides now, or would you like me to cover anything more?
Yeah, no. So what I'll do, brothers and sisters, is uh, what I wanted to do is so I'll run through a few things, and what you do is just for to show that keep your one open as well, just to show us when I'm going through a section, so you can
Okay, I'll
show
share
it.
the
I
screen.
don't know what happened in my things. So if I can share, okay, very quickly, inshallah. We want to be very quick about this. We appreciate it. We have questions to answer as well. So and we need to sleep early and inshallah be ready for tomorrow. So first and foremost, we said that about the expect of there could be a delay, and in fact, on my screen, I have something a sample of how it looks, how it may look like this, or um, another one I can share with you. It looks like this. So something like this. This is exactly how it may look. I mean, this was last year, so it could be a little bit different this year. But if you can see, you can close this page without losing your place in line. We're experiencing extremely high demand, and our site is at full capacity. Okay, so in order to give you the best and fairest experience, you'll get access shortly and around 29 minutes. In fact, sometimes it goes up to an hour wait.
So
So,
this is the waiting room basically, which they have introduced today, and
mhm.
this was in place in 2024 as well. So this screenshot is from 2024.
Barakallah fikum. So, as per advice, again, as Muhtadi mentioned, ensure that you join early and stay if and then stay on the site, um, and log in around 30 minutes early. So don't log in because you might get kicked out, but stay on the site because you're already viewing the site. But as soon as it goes to because it can count, and that's why right in the beginning tonight perhaps you can just clear the cache and cookies and things like that and start fresh, and then put all of the packages on your preference and into your cart, inshallah ta'ala. Apologies. So let me go back now. As I said to you, there will be a queue, right? And people will get in, they'll book, and they'll come out. People will get in and they'll book, and it's first come, first serve. Okay. Okay. Right. There is some issue which happened last year, so I'm just going to bring this up, but it can change. It's one of those things because it's a tech issue also. And we know that every year it's been improving so much, mashallah, tabarakallah. And the whole point is the demand is too high. So you have to understand that obviously that's why there was a delay. But just in case, right? What do you expect? Like just to be ready for that. In case that happens, in case, and we don't expect it, but just in case it does, maybe a pro tip is like, look, like if you get logged out before booking is live and you try to log in, right? Sometimes what happens is the OTP delays. That was last year's sort of, it was like an issue that it was for many people. Others didn't have an issue. But again, you have to bear in mind, brothers and sisters, however much we speak about the tech, there are just so many people going on the site. You just have to pray that you are one of those in the beginning or in that are fortunate and it's your taqdeer to go inside and be able to book. There are people that didn't have any issues at all, right? So, but those who did, so maybe an advice is to have a piece of paper next to you to keep track of your OTP. Some tech, smart people have, go to view source and check when the OTP came and all of this, but it's a bit advanced for people. You don't need to go to that level. Write down in one column what time you requested the OTP to the second. So have someone beside you, as soon as you click it. In the second column, write down the time you received the OTP. Okay, so requested, received.
Just to add on, Sheikh, just to clarify that why we're showing this to you. This is in case you're not receiving the OTP. For example, you're trying to log in, you request an OTP, and the OTP does not come. And then system tells you to request another OTP in 5 minutes, for example. And the 5 minutes pass, but you still did not receive the OTP. You obviously you will go and select a recent OTP, correct? But you send the recent OTP and it still doesn't come. For example, you requested one is 3:15, you didn't receive. Then you request another one at 3:20, you also did not receive. You request the third one is at 3 o'clock and 24 3:24, also you did not receive. But suddenly you started receiving at 3:26. So now the OTP that you received at 3:26, are you going to use that one? No, because that one, that OTP actually the first one you requested. Now, since you have requested already three OTP, you need to use the latest one. So that's the problem. So for what happened last year,
Brilliant.
people
Yeah.
requested 3 times and then they didn't receive. When they start receiving, they just take whatever they found and on the nusuk and it says the no, your OTP is wrong or expired. So once you do it 2 3 times, they block you and then don't allow you to log in for 30 minutes. So if they block you for 30 minutes, that means for that phase your chance quietly in risk now. So that's why if you have received 2 or 3 time OTP, you have to always make sure that when you start receiving them, you have to receive the latest one so that you put the latest one so it is not the wrong one. I hope I could explain.
Yeah, no, no,
Maybe
no. You did
I
very
can
well,
make it clear.
mashallah. May Allah bless you, Ghazi. So I'll just repeat for everyone. Absolutely. So the whole point behind this, and I was just coming to this, and so what may happen is the OTP is delayed. So then you can't enter into the site. And in that case, some people they requested an OTP, say at 3:15. That's why I was saying note it down. And then it doesn't come, it doesn't come. Then some people request 3:20, right? And the point is, if you now suddenly at 3:26, you received your first one, 3:27, the second one, 3:30, you can't put the first one. You have to wait for the third one to come through, the latest one. Ultimately, if the counter timer ends, another piece of advice is, right, and you do not receive it, right? Do not click resend OTP from there, right? Rather, right click the login at the top of the page, okay? So where it says login on the top corner, all right, of the Nusuk page, right click that again and open a new tab. Okay, please keep that in your mind. And then usually we found this is all observation, by the way, right? Observational information that we find that the OTP comes quicker. Okay, so wallahu alam. Yani this is some advice that was given. People have different advices, brothers and sisters. Ultimately, you keep and trying your best. You do your best, but work calmly. Don't panic and press everything so many times. This is the key thing. Another person, I thought I'll bring this in from last year. I'll read it out to you. Pay attention. It's beneficial for everyone. It says some things about the Nusuk site. This is last year. Nusuk has a 30-minute window for a session. This has changed. Is it 30 minutes, Muhtadi? Just to double check. I think it's a bit more, isn't it? Or is it 30?
Meaning a maximum session.
Stay. Yeah.
Yeah, so this year we've been advised between 50 to 60 minutes. So
Yeah, so this year's been so
slightly longer.
it means how long you can stay on the site, and
Even if
we
you
can
can,
see.
even if you
Even
click
practically, we
extend,
have seen it is 50 to 60 minutes, even
Yes,
when we
yes.
log in here.
Even like
even if you
myself,
click extend, it will do that maximum, and after that, it will just chuck you out anyway.
so
So
about
that's
50
why.
minutes, let's just say. Yeah. So so what do you do when you request OTP? If you don't get it within 5 minutes, don't press resend OTP. Or if you enter OTP and it says expired, then don't press OK, since that triggers another OTP and you're stuck in a sort of loop. So before you try, some people had advised, and this is a person who's successful to book. He said, don't try to think that 5 minutes have passed, but this time this is an OTP should work. It won't. You'll just be blocked for 30 minutes. So what he's saying is, if you are stuck on the Kaaba loading page, which was last year, this was showing, it's worth doing three things. One is to clear history and cache and then try again. Second is to, some people restart their modem and router. This is different advice is coming from different people. And hence my advice to you, brothers and sisters, as Hassan guides, it says third, open an incognito window or try from your mobile data. Remember, if you use your mobile data and Wi-Fi data as two things, if you have a direct a link with a what we call a network cable from your router, then that's even better. Okay, so this is some tips. And so what we'll keep to the advice. I don't want to confuse you actually. What we'll do is we keep to that advice that Muhtadi has given, and that is that. And you can read that for yourself, but I don't want general people to get very confused. What the whole point behind it is that everyone is giving advice, right? But do be aware, like just a few moments ago, we were, Brother Ghazi and others were talking directly with the senior people in Nusuk and were in webinars. Our team have been in webinars with in the last day. So go by what we have right now, and that is to just be aware of these things, the issues that can happen. Because when you see the problem, then you're like, oh, it's too much. It's overwhelming. So let's just summarize in terms of the site. When you get to the site, ignore the page for now. If you what you see there, if you arrive at the site early, right, and then try to and log in, sorry, stay on the site, okay, but don't log in until about, say, 20 to 30 minutes before, okay. And then when you're in, don't overdo sort of refreshing because it might kick you out. So just move between things, scroll down, go up, things like that. And this is like a sort of calm way. But again, the site will be on heavy load, just to bear in mind, because at some point, that cart where it says that your cart will turn into checkout. And on the bottom left, as he showed you, we'll see that in a moment, it will say purchase package. We'll talk about that in a moment. Now, if there are OTP issues, remember to note down the time you requested it and from the time you received. Like make 2 columns and work like that way. And then when you do request another one after the 5 minutes, then right click, be calm. Okay, don't keep on clicking it. Right click and then open a new tab. Okay, when you request it. And this has this is observational information. There's no concrete one way, but this is what a lot of people, majority, are saying. They were successful. Okay, now if you enter the wrong OTP multiple times, you get a pop-up locking you out for 30 minutes. You should open a different browser or a device to work around being locked. Okay, so this is how it looks. You've been blocked from accessing the system. Please try again after 30 minutes. Okay, moving on. What to expect also, you may get a pop-up captcha to solve before logging in, right? This is to protect against bots because obviously so many people are trying to log in. So be very calm. Some people use captcha buster extensions to help you through getting quicker. Again, as long as you're in the queue and you've got in, inshallah, you should be fine. Just be careful. Some people get very they rush in this situation. Oh, I'm getting in now. When you're logged in, you'll find that the purchasing package has gone live. Okay, there you go on the top right. And on the bottom left here, click here instead of clicking on the cart. This is one advice that was given. We don't know. I mean, this could be fast as well and go straight, as Muhtadi mentioned, but this is usually takes you straight to the end, and you just purchase the package. They'll ask you for some details, so it's quicker. Usually, this left one at the bottom. But again, it may be different this year. Don't take it as qat'i, as in Arabic we say, or is with full certainty. But inshallah, people are saying this. But again, only tomorrow we'll know best. Okay. When you're logged in, you'll find that purchasing package has gone live, right? And again, this is the old sort of picture from before. I'll just show you, this is how it's going to look this year, but this was previously how it used to look. And it was here, and this turned into purchase package. Okay. So it's the same thing. Okay. Right. When you choose the cart instead, right, and you have the checkout option, click it to continue to purchase page. I prefer the purchase package on the bottom left. You can go to that one as well. If you chose a GDS flight, you will see a 5-minute counter, right? It may be, excuse me, longer this year, it might be less. If you are unable to finish purchasing prior to the timer running out, you'll have to go back and reconfigure the flight again. But inshallah, you'll be able to, because you're already practicing now. Just check that you have luggage, enough sufficient luggage, inshallah ta'ala. There are some things like this. There are not enough seats in the package, or an error pop-up will come, things like that, and we'll talk about that shortly. This is another example from previously. Reached full capacity. There are not enough seats in the package. These kind of things are potential that can happen. Okay. Okay. If you see this now, and these are things that you may see, I'm going to come back to the purchase package in a moment. You need to reselect a flight and remember to click back on, not on the browser, but rather at the bottom. The airline couldn't reserve your seat. Please try again or select another flight. I'll show you close up. Okay. So what do? Just go, oops. Now I've zoomed out too much. Yeah. So that's one. Camp's quota depleted usually. So if you see this sign, the number of bookings for applicants exceeded the capacity of the camp's quota, right? So that's to do with the camp. So if you're looking at Major al-Kabs and it's run out, then you go to Mu'aisim back, and you have to go all the way to the beginning and do that again. So once again, something like this, camp means Mu'aisim or Major al-Kabs. But if Mu'aisim is run out, that means that's it. It's finished, everything. Okay. So generally, if there is no issue, you'll see the captcha along with purchase package button here on the bottom right. Okay, you check everything, and then you just click purchase, and you'll have this again, for the protection from bots. Once you enter purchase package, this kind of screen will come, and you do not exit this page. Wait 5 minutes, not even 5 more, 10 minutes, no problem, right? Check your email. If you're logged in, if you can open a tab and see the cart, it should be empty, okay? Or on your dashboard, you'll have, like, it shows your money's gone, as Muhtadi has informed you, okay? So, but don't close it because it's doing something, and you need to give it time to do what it needs to do. When the transaction has been successful, right? Some people see this confirmation page with a confirmation email. Some people don't see it and they still get confirmed. That's why we're saying this. So hold up, just keep waiting. And how you can check, as you said, is you can go to, when you click this button here, my itinerary. Yeah, go back to the dashboard and check your e-wallet first. You see that there's nothing there. Right, so that's a sign that Alhamdulillah, Allahumma lak alhamd, you have secured your Hajj package. Okay, so either this, you can view the Hajj itinerary, or here. Okay, the money has completely depleted, or whatever's left behind. But if your funds are still there, then there's a chance that your transaction was unsuccessful. Right? May Allah forbid that, and may Allah grant you and us all success. To check more details, go to my package, right, or my itinerary, and you'll be able to see all of the information. Okay, so again, you go there. But any of this is Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Even the main thing is you've secured the package. How you see and all of that, you've got time for that. And you make dua. If anyone gets a chance, inshallah, if you all get a chance, pray for your other brother and sister who is trying as well. Okay, we support one another. Okay, and you tell them if there's any things that you noticed, right, whilst securing your package that you did, then share those with other brothers and sisters. You will get the ajr, inshallah ta'ala, and the reward, bi'idhnillah. Okay, very important. If something's run out, inform that it's run out, right, as a live basis. So we will run the Telegram live, and everybody, inshallah, will, because of the packages that we are, and we will also jump in. We'll be in touch with the service providers at the same time on a live basis, but it does get extremely busy. Remember, all around the world, there's sales going on. Okay, so please work together, inshallah ta'ala. To check more details, go to my package. We said that already. Now, here you'll see the package you purchase if it's in progress, that your transaction still is in progress and the booking hasn't yet been secured. Sometimes this is another way where we've seen it in the past, where it's in process like that. Okay, so that page where we saw it says 5 minutes wait, it goes into this kind of yellow sort of color. So that's also where inshallah ta'ala something is happening, inshallah. Yeah. Right. Now, if you come to my package and see purchase like this, then you have successfully secured your package, inshallah ta'ala, and may Allah accept. So these are the errors that you may get when clicking purchase, or what they mean. We have already talked about this. The camp you have selected ran out of spots for all of the packages. You must go back and edit your package. The camp selection. Yeah, that's one we've done already.
This
Now,
is
this one,
the camp selection. You will not find this error if you are selecting Mu'aisim. This is only the people that are going for Majarral Kapsh. Majarral Kapsh has very limited capacity. So for
now,
the people that are going Majarral Kapsh, they will be seeing that error, inshallah. Just to bear in mind.
yeah, barakallahu fiik. The group flight selected for this package has sold out, and you need to go back and change the flight. So flight capacity has been exceeded. So this is another one. So if you're looking at group flights, that's why, yes, you go for group flights, and a lot of people are going for packages with group flights, yes. But even to be further prepared, because so many people are buying, especially the very popular packages. Like we said, Elite Plus, there's so much space, but there's less of the group flights, let's just say, in comparison to the amount of people that are trying, then still you try for the group flight. Why not?
Highly
Don't
recommend you to keep your option B, C with custom as well. It could be your option A, main option as with service provider flight, but you should have the custom in your option, and you should do your homework with custom as well. Like when I say homework, means doing some browse and have some idea of the flight that you may go with on the custom. Maybe out of the five, one or two you will go away, but three will be there for you to select on the day of the booking tomorrow.
Inshallah. Bihawlillah.
Inshallah.
So number of bookings for applicants exceeded the capacity of the country's quota. Oh, that one. Right. When it's that one, brothers and sisters, visa for your country is sold out and you can no longer purchase a package. You'll need to wait for more visas to be available in phase 2 or phase 3.
On that point, just before we joined this meeting, approximately 40 minutes ago, we were in a meeting with the brother Abdullah Jad Karim, the CEO of Nusuk. He has confirmed that, inshallah, there will be more quota will be allocated on the second phase. Means there will be 5 phases in total. The first phase is
Wow,
obviously the
mashallah.
major countries, UK, USA, and all the countries. And then the second phase will be for the uh, major countries who has quota left. Obviously, they don't have quota. They will not have any quota left. But there will be some countries which has 50 quota, 20 quota, 30 quota. They actually very slow in purchase, and probably they will not be completing even. And after they also finish, then there will be called something called mujamala. Mujamala is something nothing to do with the Europe and America, or maybe Europe and America, but there's a courtesy visa given by the different authority of the government. After
Courtesy visa, yeah, just to
courtesy,
avoid,
after
yeah.
they finish on the third one, then the fourth and fifth. The fourth is the remaining allocation. The countries that I have just mentioned has small number of quota, but they don't buy them. So those left over will be allocated to the country that has high demand, such as USA, UK, and other countries. And in the fifth phase, government probably will allocate some new quota as well. And this is something, a confirmation as given by Brother Abdullah Jad, that there will be some
Allah.
new quota they will be adding as well. So that's why do not lose hope. If you, of course, as Sheikh mentioned, all of your try is to do it tomorrow on the first day. But if that does not happen, don't lose your hope. Keep praying, keep making dua, and maybe on the fourth or fifth, you will have something, bidinillah ta'ala.
MashaAllah. Thank you for the live update, Brother Ghazi. Brother Ghazi, mashallah, is working across the board. And may Allah bless him. He's working 24 hours a day. I don't know when he sleeps, to be honest. MashaAllah. If some of you think we're sort of busy and doing so many things, may Allah make it easy for you. And thank you. Part of why we started a bit late today was because he was in the meeting with the director of Nusuk himself, and it's mashallah, good news to hear. Good news to hear. But let's not let's tie the camel, okay, and let's do what we can do now. Let's try and for this round, and then we'll take it from there. But this is all, you know, this is all sort of the prep. If we're not going to prep, when are we going to prep? We have to prep and we have to try this time. And inshallah, you're successful this time. So, barakallah fiqh, ya Sheikh. Ahsanallah ilayk. So this is something that's quite, you might see. So in summary, what you must do now, right, is very simple. You need to know the packages. You need to top up. You need to know your packages. If anyone has any difficulty, please reach out to us. We have been busy, but after this, I have been responding. Muhtadi's been responding. The team have been responding to the best of our abilities. You have the tables. Utilize the tables that you have been using, and the links are directly on the tables. For those who have joined new, you just click on the link on the left-hand side of the package, and it'll open up. And go by what Nusuk says. If there's any errors, and that can happen, or the changes that could have happened, but I don't think there's any more changes that we expect at all. Be ready for tomorrow. Get some sleep tonight, okay? And I would say, you have to expect that there may be some technical issues. Most likely, it can happen because there's just too many people on a site, right? It's not a matter of incompetency or something like. No, you'll not get a site like that. I don't know if some people actually, it does happen. I've been told by brothers and sisters that, when you book an event like World Cup and things like that, right? Those sites when they open FIFA, the day they open, it's just the whole site crashes and whoever gets in gets in. So, well, this is Hajj, subhanallah. So Hajj, millions of people obviously will go, and within that, there's hundreds of thousands of people who want to go to Hajj from this new sort of automated system of nusuk, and people are sitting at home and they're trying to book that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for everyone, and may all of our pilgrims, inshallah, be successful. Be patient, don't get frustrated, work diligently and calmly, right? I wanted to say calmly, in a sort of very focused, methodical manner. So you're not, rushing, and some people really get affected by the anxiety and things like that. So ista'in billah, seek Allah's help, all right? Bismillah, a'udhu billah, bismillah, and then just calmly, inshallah. And remember, if you can't get in, it's something that happens. So you go through those stages, and you'll see people messaging that they've got their confirmation. Then another person will say, "I've been waiting." Another person will say, so that whole it's like the emotional sort of turbulence that happens, subhanallah. But be ready for that, and just say, whatever happens, I did my best, and I'm going to continue to do my best, and I'm going to wait for the next phase if required. Because what people will do is straight away, oh, when's the next phase? All right, within 2-3 hours, let's say 4 hours, whatever, however long it takes. Maybe it'll be until the night. Maybe we don't know. Then it's like, oh, when is it, brothers? Can you announce? You will know. Like, it's like, what time will Nusuk will launch again, brothers and sisters? You knew that they announced that it was initially 10 a.m. Then they re-announced and said, look, it's difficult on the Americans and the eastern sort of side of the west, the Canada and those countries. So they pushed it another 2 hours. For them, it's like Fajr. Alhamdulillah. For us, it's a decent, very good time, right? So we do shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I would say make dua tonight, give sadaqah, right? Do extra worship. And if, subhanAllah, whatever you do, if Allah wills, it will happen for you. It will be easy for you. Bi'idhnillah, bihawlillah. And will be available throughout, inshaAllah ta'ala. And may Allah grant, in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the tawfiq. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla. Wa anta taj'alul hazna idha shi'ta sahla. Allah, Ya Allah, there is no ease except that which you make easy. And indeed, you, when you want, make difficulties easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He wills to be easy, it will be easy. Right, we need to finish early, so we're going to do Q&A and go, inshallah, and we will update you in the morning and talk. Right, if there's any technical issues, right, or for example, advice and things like that, we will also share, and a message in the morning I'll send as well to you all, inshallah ta'ala. So we'll do that on the group. So please pay attention to the Hassan guide group. If anyone is in any other group, please tell them to join the Hassan guide group, guidance group, inshallah, the Telegram group, and message there as a central location so it helps everyone else. Okay. Right. I will stop there. Brother Ghazi, Brother Muhtadi, anything to add? Have I missed anything? Look, we're not making it very complicated. I don't want to overwhelm you. We could prepare slide after slide and talk about all the details, but ultimately, if you're very, very familiar with the site and go forward and backwards, and remember, when you say when you go back, I hope people were listening, then you go back from the bottom of the page rather than on the browser, things like that. When you select an OTP, a new one, right click with the right click, use a mouse, use a computer. Some people, you can't see the buttons, right? You're saying, where's the button? But that's because you're not using, a laptop or a PC, where you're calm in a quiet area. We can focus, work, have water, have coffee and things ready. This is part of the process of focusing. Now, anyone, Muhtadi, anything else?
Sorry, no, I was just answering some of the questions. A lot of people are just worried about configurations and what are people having and so on. Right now, I think overcomplicating and thinking of changing your strategy and stuff is not going to help because too many people at the same time are shifting. So we get an updated sheet, we share that, then everybody starts changing their configuration again, and that data becomes pretty
No.
like out of date. So
Yeah.
And you
or
have to keep in your mind if a package is over configured,
yep,
but the person is not coming on the nusuk and he's on the waiting
yes.
room, then he does not get the chance. So that's
Yeah,
why
yeah. I
it
mentioned that
really doesn't
multiple
matter.
times, but
It's all about logging in straight away and going for your first choice and then
brothers and
going to
sisters,
signatures.
if you can't log in, then you can't book it. So ultimately, we are saying maybe 1 in 4 people, even probably less, like will enter the website. Not everyone will be able to enter the website. You have to make dua that you enter the website. That's what I was saying many, many times. That if you get into the site, then alhamdulillah.
It's not even that. It's about completing your session as well. You may go to the next page and oops, something went wrong or you're chucked
Oh, it
out.
kicks
So
out. Yeah, it
yeah,
kicks you
yeah.
out.
So you have to understand it's not going to be plain sailing to be brutally honest for a lot of people. And for some it will be. There's no magic for this or the secret to this is just
Yeah.
literally
It's just too many people, yeah,
yeah.
trying. Yeah, yeah. That's the reality. But what that means, if a package is,
You have a bigger chance of getting it because everyone's having the
yeah,
same problem.
everyone's having the same problem. So the over-configured one still, if it's 200%, even 300%, that means 1 in 3 people will get that package still, right? But then the 1 in 3 people, are they getting into the website? It's similar, so it's fine. Like you will get that if you get in. The question is, will you get in or not? That's the question. Where there is under configured or it's just right, then it's a very good chance that you go there and there's no issue. You just check out. So that's where, but again, if it's, now people are looking at, oh, I want this package, that package. Right now, if you want to go to Hajj, I would say to you, and then look, you have 3.5 months to plan, securing a package in today's day and age, like in this situation is wallahi ni'mah kabira. It's a great ni'mah and a blessing to be called to the house of Allah in the situation that we're in right now. It is not like before. And inshallah, we hope in the coming years the visas and the quotas for large Muslim majority countries, oh sorry, where Muslim ethnic, minority Muslim countries like UK, USA, and France, those kind of countries have a large Muslim population who want to go to Hajj. So for them, if Karaman, with the blessings and the grace of the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, who we just heard now that inshallah there's a chance for more. Then let's not think now about those things, and we have some hope. Let's continue. I'm not trying to put anyone off. I want you to be prepared. There will be many people who will book, inshallah. You will see people who will message, but there may be some of us who will not get the chance. And so keep trying. Don't give up until the word is that, oh, it's khalas. For now, it's the sales have stopped. Okay. Any questions that you want to answer aloud? We're going to Q&A now quickly, and we're going to close. 15 minutes we give.
One of the questions about refund and wallet, do you get your money back? As we all know, there's a 2.3% transaction platform fee towards Nusuk. The rest you'll get back, but do not request any refunds or withdrawals until we know that the official sales process has ended. Um, as we know that there will be, inshallah, a chance with any leftover visas in the final phase or whatever's unsold. So
Definitely,
it would
definitely.
be
More.
quite unfortunate if you refunded your money and then two
That
days
happened
later
last year,
visas
didn't
came.
it? So many
Yeah,
people.
some people did it and they said, "Oh, we just thought there was no hope." That is probably your test at that particular moment. That
Let's
still,
hope you don't get to that stage,
of course,
inshallah.
yeah.
But
But
but yeah, but just
just wait until, and we will put on our group that okay, now it's okay for you to withdraw, refund, or any excess fund, even for people that have booked. Don't be withdrawing any money until we inform you. Just wait.
My advice would be, since you have tried and you want to be coming to Hajj, inshallah, wait until when you can. Because the idea behind the giving new quota is coming from, for example, country like Bangladesh, Pakistan, India. This country has large number of quota. If I give an example of Bangladesh, it has 180,000 quota. But but the people that are coming from that country maybe will coming only 60 or 70,000 because of the inflation and economy crisis they are facing now. So definitely these quotas will be available to reallocate it to other countries. So this is why Brother Engineer Abdullah Jad has confidently said that there will be new quota coming and nothing to worry, inshallah. So, in that sense, keep your money until the last minute, and we take that responsibility that we'll come back and tell you that, it's closed for this year and you can withdraw your money successfully now.
Inshallah.
Do you want to go over some questions that you have
Yes,
already
Bismillah
answered?
ar-Rahman. So is it correct that for people who don't manage to book their Hajj, they will get the same reward as Hajj as they were prevented by something out of their control? The scholars say that of course, a person who got ready, who prepared everything and put their money down and they tried to book, they will get, but if they were unable to, for whatever means that were prevented, they will get the reward of the intention of Hajj, the reward of the intention of Hajj. Okay, and so completing the Hajj is a further greater reward as well. But you'll get the reward for intending the Hajj as a person who completes it. That intention, that the reward they get for that intention, and Allah Subhanahu wa Taala knows best. But Allah is Kareem. Allah is so kind. Allah is generous. Allah knows your heart. There's no end to Allah's karam and his generosity. Jalla wa ala. Allah is Kareem, and Allah knows Al-Alim, Al-Khabir. Allah knows, all knowing. He knows, is all aware of your hearts and your intentions. For sure, you should not feel in any way that you have, you should feel that inshallah with good hope that Allah Jalla wa ala is giving you more rewards inshallah for that patience, enduring the patience, and for the trying for Hajj. But let's not go to that yet, brothers and sisters. Let's have good hope, positive thoughts, inshallah ta'ala. And all of this is part of the acceptance of whatever happens is from Allah Jalla wa ala, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if it is not meant to be, it won't be. And if it is meant to be, it will happen for sure. Naam. Can I just confirm it is tomorrow at noon, the opening time for securing packages? Yes, some people still think it's 10 a.m. Tomorrow. And we've got calls, people saying it's 10 a.m. because they didn't see, they're not following the group, and we didn't send an email. So please be aware that it's at 12 p.m. noon. So therefore, UK time, 3 p.m. Mecca time. So wherever you are, if you're in other countries, please plan accordingly. 3 p.m. Mecca time, and then do your configuration, or your, sorry, not configuration, your calculation accordingly, and be ready about 45 minutes before, inshallah ta'ala. Do the
1 hour, at least 1 hour before you go to the login page, and then 45 minutes before the purchase, you log in.
So your browser, so just to clarify, your browser is open and you're on the hajj.nusuk.sa.
Can you share the screen and show Muhtadi or Mishkat that which page you need to be there at least 2 hour before? If you can do 2 hour before there, also be there and refresh it so that you are on that page and not going to the queue.
Okay. I'm just looking at questions while you do that, inshallah. I see a lot of answered questions, mashallah, tabarakallah.
Your mic, Muhtadi, you need to unmute yourself.
Where it
That's
says
fine.
log into your account, this particular where you enter your username and password, have this page ready. You may have this coming a lot tomorrow. And
Be there for sure. Not you may, it will be there for sure.
yeah, then also you may have another pop-up which we showed in the presentation, which says you're in a queue.
You're in a queue.
Queue timer may go up. It may say 5 minutes.
It's already started. Well, subhanallah, a lot of people, they already started coming to
Yeah.
the website and staying on the
Yeah, they're
queue.
trying to stay on it for 12
Yeah.
hours, which is probably not
Subhanallah.
ideal. But I was already here. So can you see I'm trying to go into new session. It's struggling, but because I was here already, I can click on login.
So what he's saying is, if you have it open, stay
But
on.
even then, sometimes it may come back to this again. So
Yeah, it might kick you out. It
yeah.
happens. Yeah.
and you need
There's
to stay on
no
the page open, and maybe open another browser. So, for example, you've got Chrome open and then Firefox and then Edge. So you can maybe have 15-minute gaps. So if one logs out, then you're 15 minutes ahead on another potential login page again. But to be brutally honest, I suspect that tomorrow everybody will probably get chucked out again, and then they'll have to log back in, because we saw that in previous years. And we hope that's not the case. We hope that you can stay logged in. But let's see how it unfolds, because it's very hard to say, and it seems to be even busier this year with the Hajj applications than previous years, and every year there's a backlog. Let's see how it unfolds.
Can I just add, there are many brothers asking about verification still, and I would like to say that inshallah, we're hoping Brother Ghazi can confirm that since there are other phases, opportunities, then inshallah they can continue to try to be verified.
Yes,
Um,
verification is
it's
ongoing and they're not
ongoing.
stopping it. They're
Yeah, so
still
they're not
verifying
stopping it.
people.
So they're giving everyone a chance, and they want to be as fair as possible. So to still carry on, put your trust in Allah, keep going. Um, and booking, the ultimate system is that booking is based on first come, first served. Yeah. So put your trust in Allah, inshallah ta'ala. You have your chance, inshallah, this year. Just keep following the updates on Nusuk, I guess, and from all of the people who are supporting and guiding, inshallah ta'ala. So yeah. Any other questions? When you're in the queue, by the way, should you keep on refreshing? There's a question. Stay on the page. Stay on the page. Don't keep refreshing. Okay. And if it increases from 10 to 30 minutes or 50 minutes or 1 hour, then what do? Then this is normal because other people are joining, or other people are taking long, perhaps they've already logged in and they're taking long. So many people are online. Um, so how are they going to be served? According to the arrival order to the site. Okay. But again, I just want to say, technically speaking, like how do you if such a large number of people try to log in at the same time, it's inevitable that some people will be kicked out, or they'll fall into the queue and not you won't be able to get, they may not be able to enter the site. So
If somebody is asking, would be the phase two on Monday, and second if there is one. No, as we told, there will be five phases, and the fourth and fifth phases will be for the people in UK, USA, and major countries, inshallah. So no date has been announced yet. You need to be following the official channels of Nusuk, and we will be updating as soon as we know, inshallah.
I think
and
for
for
the
the
purpose of our audience, I think we should think of just potentially two phases. The one tomorrow,
Yes.
and then anything left over at the end. So don't worry about.
yeah,
So for the
yeah,
ministry, they're dealing with the whole Nusuk audience, which is 100 and
yeah,
something countries. They have five phases. But for us, other smaller countries, Fiji and all these other places, they're totally irrelevant for us. So our one will be tomorrow, and anything
for
after that,
UK.
maybe in 10 days
And
or whatever it is, maybe just before or into Ramadan, then they will say, okay, the final visa left over, and we will communicate. Stay up to date in the Telegram chats as well, and you'll know.
thank you. So is that clear, inshallah, brothers and sisters? So tomorrow, if you're asking which day, which phase these things is, once again, we can't say how long it will take. Tomorrow might go into the night, tomorrow might finish within an hour. We don't know. Uh, Purely because of the technical issues. I think this has been explained. Somebody said the new guidelines about queuing system. This is not new. This has been there for a couple of
From the
years,
first year, from 2023.
from the beginning of Nusuk. So you
So
need to be.
this year, as we have been trying to prepare you from all the errors that we have faced in previous years, the Nusuk is doing the same thing as well. This is why they have also informed us and you all in advance that there will be a queue. Inform your people, inform your pilgrims, and this is a good thing. This is what we have done today. Everything. That's all la qadar Allah, la samahalla. So that all the errors you may will see, and maybe some new error will come as well that we never discussed, maybe.
Absolutely.
So the error that you see, it's just to prepare you so that once you see it, you know about it and you know how to deal with it, inshallah. And if you see something new as well, there is nothing wrong about it. So you have to just be patient and deal with the system
accordingly. Yeah.
accordingly. And for the elderly people who have not much experience about technology and using a computer in regular basis, highly recommended that you keep somebody from the family or friends with you for tomorrow to guide you, inshallah.
Barakallah fiqh. Um, yes, when bookmarking pages, do you complete every step, including flights, and then bookmark the final page before the purchase option? Yes, that's exactly what you want to do. So it'll save it into the bookmark. For custom, you just need to reselect your flight, okay, for the same thing. From the moment you book, as far as we know, what happens if you manage to get in and book, but within 48 hours you cancel? You're charged the full amount. No, just read the terms and conditions. It says 72 hours from the time of booking, inshallah ta'ala. Yeah. So you'll get the full amount, obviously, bar the 2.65 or 3%. That's standard for bringing any money back in from another country or from Saudi Arabia. Yes, group flights do include checked packet baggage, brothers and sisters. Even though it's not clear because it's a group flight, it may not have been uploaded. Some of them are 30, depending on the airline. So if you go for Egypt Air, it's usually 30. If it's Qatar Airways, there's different tiers. Sometimes it's 35, sometimes it's 23. Again, with Saudia, sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 23, because airlines have started doing sort of what you call different tiered tickets according to, sometimes even without any. You need to ensure that if you do a custom flight, you get one with the luggage. But if it's a group flight, there will be luggage, definitely, and we'll inform you accordingly if it's not mentioned there post booking. But they'll definitely include cabin and main luggage. In fact, Wizz Air, for example, will give gives, is even though it's a no frills one, in Hajj they give 30 plus Zamzam as well. So everybody gets Zamzam as well. So it depends. Did you want to add something, Muqtadi?
No, I was just going to answer. One of the brothers was mentioning about last year the custom flights didn't operate in the UK, and we touched on this many times in our webinars. The system last year was different. They had two phases for public and custom packages. This year it's the same as 2024, all programs in one go.
When you say the same as 2024,
Okay,
that's where people are not understanding.
yeah,
So
so this is
both
why.
custom and yeah.
Yeah, so this is why in 2024, all of the packages were live at the same time, group flights and custom flights and country wise. And it was actually very popular. Many people were able to successfully book their packages on a custom flight. And in fact, they had a good saving by doing that. I think this year, the only slight drawback is because it's in the May half term and the flight availability and pricing is a bit higher, as opposed to if it was, say, in different time of the year. But the custom flight should work. But group flight is always quicker, as we know.
Okay, somebody asked about Google Chrome or Explorer. Chrome is usually people say is better, or is it Edge now? Edge is the other one. Again, it may be more to do with your speed of your internet. Yeah, so that's something that's important to take into consideration. So somebody asked, how do you know which packages are oversubscribed and what the capacity is on each package? We have shared this yesterday on our webinar and on regular webinars with the service providers. So if you've missed that or if you've joined late, then please do follow and see the tables that we've shared on PDF, which on the left-hand side tells you the capacity, and it tells you something called over-configured, just right, and under-configured. So accordingly, you'll know which one is which. Okay. If you are not going to book, sorry, is it best to wait for verification and then top up?
Not top up until you're verified.
Yeah, I think it's to do with a family that's going, yeah, or not verified, one of the family members. So yeah, until that person is, if you top up while that person is not verified, I mean, it's
If it is the case that you are still going to Hajj without that person, then it's a different scenario, right, Muhtadi? They can still book.
Oh, was that? Sorry, I was just answering a question. Meaning, if the one family member is
If
not
one of the
verified.
family member is not verified, but
No,
others
so
are
when you
verified.
select the housing, it will say, or when you try and configure the package, it will say one or more person is unverified. You won't be able to even book. So you have to think at that time or before the sales goes live, do I delink that person or do I delete that person? Probably delinking is better, so they become a standalone account. If they get verified in the next few days, then they have a chance to book separately. That's what we would advise. That you separate them, let them be a standalone account, and then the people who are verified. But the question you ask yourself is, will I travel without that person? If the answer is yes, then remove them from now even, and be ready for tomorrow.
Sure,
Is that
Kwan.
clear?
Somebody asked, are you guides for all Sira packages? Brothers and sisters, again, we'll repeat. Obviously, we cannot be guides for every single package across every single service provider. But, brothers and sisters, if there's a package that you like within the three service providers that is outside of the preferred ones that we have shared, that we will be guiding and we have been assigned to as well, then you may book that. What will happen is then you request from the service provider that we would like the guides from Hassan Travel to guide us and to prepare us for Hajj. So post booking, all of the liaison, all of the support, you know, how to perform Hajj, how to perform Umrah, how to all the fiqh,
Okay,
all
let me clarify a bit more on this part. Sira has the largest quota and compared to Abdul Latif Jamil and Holiday Inn. Each service provider has their own quota. So that is why Sira has many packages. You can see that, and it is in terms of logistics, it's impossible for Sheikh Mishkat probably or Muhtadi themselves alone
Sheikh
to
Yunus,
split
my
in all
father.
these packages, right? So that's why we have shortlisted some of the packages in coordination with the management. So this is the package we're going to guide in mainly. But if you choose something that are not preferred by us, but still within the CRA, you can go and book and you give us your details and you request the service provider that you want to be under our guidance. In that sense, you will be with us in Mina and you will be guided by us post booking, and our team members, the local team members we have here, they will be still guiding you and assisting you in everything, and all will be fine. But it is the request that we're asking you to make is to allocate you with us in Mina, inshallah. But in Abdul Latif Jamil and Holiday Inn, you can book any package you want and you will be with our guidance because the total number of the pilgrims that the service provider would be serving is not that big anyway.
Brilliant. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, that's fine. That's more clear, I guess. You know, thank you for clarifying. But it's important because people have joined recently, people are also unsure, and they want to be sure about these things, and just to understand that physically, it's the way the dynamics of how the Hajj is now. There's so many people they're serving. It's only 12 service providers, if you think about it, and they're
At
sharing.
the moment, you're seeing Sheikh Mishkat face, mashallah, in every webinar. That's why maybe you all like him. But inshallah, when you will meet me and my other team members, you will like them as well. And you will actually need more the logistic people than the mashayikh. Mashayikh will be with you on webinar, on call. They will be giving you really support. But you will be finding people that you need the most in the ground, and these are the right people will be with you inshallah to guide you and to support you.
The whole team, inshallah, inshallah.
Barakallah feek.
OTP tips, we've covered that. Inshallah, we'll try and get this recording quickly done and then send it to you. But we have covered that.
Can I just answer a question? Someone's
Yes.
asking, how long will the purchase period last when it opens tomorrow? So sales will actually be open. It's not actually ended. It just means the visa, every time you go to purchase, it will say, sorry, country capacity exceeded, or
It would never close. It would
it
just
will
stay.
not let you check out. It will say error, error, error. But it's not officially closed until Nusuk make the announcement that sales have ended, which will be maybe 3, 4 weeks down the line. But in that moment, any time, and we've had people, and I can name them as well, last year and the year before, a day or 2 days later, they went in, they prayed the salah, they went in, they thought, let me try one more time, and suddenly their booking successfully happened. Meaning either someone has cancelled, because remember, 48 hours or 72 hours, you have free cancellation. So after the first 2 days, you have a good chance of some packages or visas coming back. Or some people have a change of circumstances, or some people sadly mistakenly click on cancel instead of withdrawing the excess funds, which has happened as well. This is why we advise don't do that. But if until it's mentioned that it's officially closed, it's still open.
No,
But
inshallah,
yeah,
up to April, it will be open until they officially start issuing the visa and close the Hajj matters for the entire world. Means all the other B2G, B2B, all the countries. When everyone is settled down, then the final decision will be taken. Okay, it's closed for this year. No single quota will be wasted. There is a specific quota which is 2 million or something maybe for the entire Hajj, and no single quota will be wasted. And the best way of allocating those quota is actually to give the direct Hajj program rather than B2B, because B2B and them, they have specific setup they have to go through, and after certain setup they cannot go back and add anything. But Abdullah Jad was saying today that we are the only one have the open resource that we can allocate as much as we can, as long we have something in the hand. And this is an assurance, inshallah. So that's why don't rush to withdraw your money, and inshallah you will get something.
Sheikh,
can
too
we just
much
mention as well also
info.
what do people do once they successfully get their booking? Obviously, there'll be a lot of disheartened people that, oh, there'll be two sides in the group. Some people saying, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, I've got
Elated.
my package.
Yeah.
And there'll be some people that will be sad because they couldn't get themselves, but of course they'll be happy for others for securing their packages. What do those people do who have secured their package? First of all, obviously, they wait for their email confirmation to come. And then we from admin, so make sure you're following on the Telegram group. We will be posting the instructions of what to do next to make sure that you're assigned under our guidance, especially under the separate service providers. So on our Hassan community group, we will post the instructions. Most probably, we'll be asking you to forward the email confirmation to us to our inbox, and we will share the email. We also have a form ready, but maybe the form will be a bit more complicated for people on the first day. Maybe we'll ask you to do that in a couple of days after, but we will be in touch. But it's important that anybody who books the programs and wants to be under our guidance, they make sure that they communicate and share their confirmation to us. And if they are able, yeah,
As soon you confirm and get confirmation, inshallah,
yeah,
immediately you send a private message
yeah,
even to Muhtadi or Sheikh Mishkat or myself,
sure.
inshallah.
But I will post an instruction as well by tomorrow morning with our email address where you can forward the
You
confirmation.
have to let us know, because we know, and mashallah, we have been with you all this year. So as soon you successfully buy something, you have to give us the good news, inshallah.
Sure.
Hmm.
A few
Wait,
questions,
but
and
Sheikh,
then
we need to
we'll
close.
end.
It's 7:30. We need to give them time to rest and
Yes.
sleep and be ready for tomorrow, inshallah. Um, uh, are there any burning questions? Any others that need to be answered? There's quite a few, isn't it? No, it's just five open.
Let's quickly answer this five. Sorry for following up. If my first preferred, okay, you were typing them. Well, that's the
No,
only.
we're answering live, so
So if my first preferred one that I save in the basket is not booked out, I want to book my other ones. I'll have to configure them after selecting. Oh, very important. We didn't, I don't know if it was mentioned. I was focusing on something else very important. Um, you need to remove from the cart, isn't it? You need to delete from the cart.
yeah,
It's not shown. So, brothers and sisters, if you go try straight away, go to your second option, right? Without taking it out of the cart, then you're gonna do all this sort of stage one, stage choose everything, go right to the end. It's gonna say, actually, you've got something in your cart. And it happened with you, hasn't it? It's quite annoying sometimes, actually, when you're searching and you want to look at another package, it says, oh, in your cart, there's something you need to take out. So you need to remember that if you decided for another one, you need to take that out and then go to your preferred one, and then you'll be fine, inshallah. Yep. Um, Okay, zone M is not difficult to get to travel from. It depends on what your understanding of difficult is. Remember, this is Hajj, it's not Umrah. There's going to be a lot of traffic, a lot of people, but still, everyone who does Hajj, yani majority people who does Hajj are in Aziziyah, not in near the Haram. Actually, the whole area is full. There's a large number of hotels there, and not everyone can afford staying next to the Masjid al-Haram. So they will go to Haram, but how do they go? There's either shuttle buses from the direct from those accommodations. which we know that there will be until the 4th of the Hijjah, inshallah ta'ala, for those that are in Zone M. Also, you can always ride share and get taxis. Please be aware.
And the same person asked about the Anjum Hotel, how far it is. It is
Anjum is
very
very,
close.
very close, brothers and sisters. 5 minutes walk, Bil Kathir. You can check on, I think it's really awkward, but one brother, one of our
The brother who been asking this question, wallahi, I want to know his name. MashaAllah, he has been very active and he has been asked questioned a lot. And I am sure this is the same person, MashaAllah. Thank you very much for bringing all these things out and for
Yeah,
helping
it
us.
helps others. When
Yeah,
you
it
ask a
helps. Yeah.
question, it answers for other people. And I hope it has been useful, inshallah ta'ala. We don't want to take any more time. Brother Muhtadi, do you want to say something?
No. Sorry, I was just responding to a message.
Okay. فجزاكم khairan. How do we sort of end today? Well, we've had this journey. It's now the penultimate sort of the day before the booking day. I sincerely make dua for all of you. Our team, all of us we've been working diligently. There are many people who could not attend even today, but they have the updates and they're all ready to go, right? But there was some important information that was given today. So if you know anyone that hasn't, couldn't attend today, just quickly to flick through the first 20 minutes might be very beneficial, inshallah ta'ala. We'll post the recording as soon as we can. The admin team will process that tonight, inshallah. And then do some ibadah, make dua. If you can, give sadaqah and leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And
And
inshallah,
inshallah, we'll be meeting the people, everyone. Obviously, those who will be successfully buy something will meet you for sure. And also those who will not be successful will be meeting you as well and will be doing more webinars and preparing you better for the second phase, bi'idhnillah ta'ala.
bi'idhnillahi tabarak wa ta'ala. Inshallah ta'ala. Any other things from Muqtadi, please?
There's just one question someone asking about Azizia. I've asked a question about shifting package. One states, the one I've seen says that we start in Azizia from the 24th to the 30th of May, which is days of Hajj, and then to Medina. Does it mean only for packages which start in Medina, where they take you to Haram after Hajj days? So look at the package. If it's a shifting package, it will tell you the days that you are in Mecca. Most of the time, it is after the Hajj, so after 14th of the Hijjah. There may be one or two packages like the early the holiday in Mecca packages where you're in Mecca beforehand in the Haram area. Otherwise, the rest of them should technically be after Hajj in Mecca. So if it's one of the programs you see holiday in Mecca, then maybe you have Rotana or Hyatt Regency before the Hajj for a few days. And then you go to Azizia and then to Medina. So if you want, you can privately message us. But on Nusuk, it will show you the actual dates that you're in Mecca.
Barakallah fiqh. Brother Salim Khan, may Allah bless you for your efforts. There's certain brothers, mashallah, who've been helping others in many groups, not one group. So may Allah reward you. May Allah accept it from you. And inshallah ta'ala, may we all be able to book tomorrow. Somebody anonymous wrote this. فأسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن يتقبل من الجميع. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from all of us, inshallah, without taking any longer. Go and rest and see you tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. Brother Ghazi from Mecca, barakallahu feek. I know you're consistently on webinars and working in the background, and the team behind you that are working with all the different service providers, and jazakumullah khairan. And thank you for the update from Brother Abdullah Jad Kareem. And these are very insightful and good positive news. But again, we focus for tomorrow and we take it day by day, inshallah ta'ala, until the end, until it's officially announced, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan for Muhtadi, for everyone, and all of you that have been listening in. May Allah accept our intentions. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Once again, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it from all of us. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much. Thank you to the team. Thanks, everyone.